it's Ellie and I'm here with, if you want to guess, pause the video, go online onto part 6, reading time, and it's the exact same day, but whatever, it's still a different part, it's still a different video, so yeah. So we're on chapter 4, which we are going to read all of chapter 4, because there's only 6.5 pages. Chapter 4. Standing by the passenger door of the nondescript black car, holding a big black umbrella, is a big, burly man with a bald head so shiny I'm almost certain I can touch up my makeup in it. This is Larry, Noah says. He might look intimidating, but actually he sings along to Whitney Houston songs in his spare time and would choose a bubble bath over a shower most days. Noah gives his bodyguard a friendly punch in the arm as we pass him to get in. Isn't that right, Larry? You got me, sir, he says. And you must be Penny? He gives me a friendly wink and I instantly feel at ease. I know why Noah wanted to reassure me about him. He looks like the sort of man you might see standing at the doors of a nightclub on a Friday night, keeping everyone in order. From what Noah just said, though, perhaps he'd most likely be found inside the club at the karaoke machine, dancing around with a pink cocktail in hand, then outside it, pulling fights apart. I'm imagining him belting out, "I would always love you," as I reply. "Hello, yes, nice to meet you, Whitney." I hold out my hand, but my face flushes red as I realize what I've just called him. This was not the introduction to Noah's in touch that I had pictured. What even happened to sophistication, intelligence, or even normal words? Straight away, I stammer out an apology, trying to rescue the situation, but Noah steps in. "You're definitely not the first to call him that, Pen," Noah says, laughing. Larry gives me a wink and a smirk. "Well, from now on, Penny, you can call me Whitney. Just don't go expecting any sing-along sessions unless you're willing to join in." Larry hops into the driver's seat while I nervously laugh along with him. Although the drive to the right and centre isn't very long, it feels good to finally be with Noah. He slides over into the middle seat to sit beside me, his arm wrapped around my shoulders. "It feels so good to have you next to me," he says, squeezing me close. "How did your exams go?" I shudder. "Don't ask," I say. "But they're over now. I can't believe it's time already." I lean into his chest and feel his heart beating. I can't help but think this is way better than Skype. I stare up at his chiseled jaw, messy dark hair, and deep brown eyes. How did I get so lucky? I'm normally the unlucky girl who's always caught in the rain without an umbrella, who never has her number drawn in the school raffle, and who always loses at Monopoly. Maybe life has been storing up all my wins just for this, so I can be with Noah. "Are you excited for tonight?" He squeezes my hand and I realize I've been staring at him like a complete weirdo. "Oh, yes, I can't believe it. You're performing for a band so big that even I've heard of them." Noah's face goes a bit white and I realize I must not be helping his hurt nerves. "You're going to be amazing, I know it. Are you nervous?" I'd be lying if I said no, but I'm mostly just pumped. This has been my dream since I was 12, and now I get to do it all, and with the best girlfriend on the planet. He lifts my hand to his mouth and kisses it, and I blush a deep red. I guess my only wish is that my parents were here to see it, you know? Noah turns to look out of the rain-streaked window as we pass the seafront, dark and grey under the thick clouds, and I feel a deep pang of sadness for him. His parents died in a tragic skiing accident only a few years ago, and I knew the pain was still fresh for Noah. He and his younger sister, Bella, went to live with their grandmother, the wonderful Sadie Lee, but I knew there would always be a hole in his heart big enough to fill the ocean, a hole that only his music could help to fill. "They were incredibly proud of you, Noah. I'm sure of it." I squeeze his hand back and he turns to look at me with a smile. "How are Sadie Lee and Bella?" I ask. "Oh, they're great. Bella's starting first grade this September and Gemma has her hands full with her catering business. Gemma also gave me a box of chocolate chip cookies for you that should have just survived the flight over, but you'll have to eat them quick. I've got them in my dressing room. She's so sweet. I feel like drooling at simply the thought of Sadilee's cookies. They're seriously the best I've ever tasted. Then I quickly lift my hand to my mouth in case I actually am drooling. That's just what no one needs to see. His girlfriend is a drooling, unsexy mess. But Noah laughs. Then he reaches up and cups my chin, pulling me forward gently, and we kiss for the first time in 3 months. Oh my gosh, I have missed this boy so much, it almost kills me. I've really missed you, my gorgeous, goofy autumn girl, he says, as if he's reading my mind. I'm pretty sure I've missed you more. In fact, I'm willing to bet on it. You don't strike me as a betting girl, Penny. I mean, 3 hours at those 2p machines you told me about is pushing it. He raises his eyebrows and winks at me, then leans back in his seat and gives me an appreciative look up and down. I really love that dress on you. By the way, thanks. I really like those dimples on you. Well, you're going to be seeing these dimples a lot more while we're away on the tour together. I'm so happy that you decided to do this with me, Pam. It's going to be the greatest adventure. Well, adventures are my favourite. Once we get past the flying part, I laugh, although it doesn't quite cover up the nerves I feel at the thought of all the planes we'll have to take on the tour. Noah recognises this in my eyes almost immediately. I promise you that I'll look after you. We're going to have the best time. His reassuring words bring a smile to my face. I can't believe I was so worried that things wouldn't be the same between us. In fact, I have a feeling things are going to be even better than before. Hey, Larry, are we close? Noah asked, craning his neck to see out the front of the windscreen. The fast-moving wipers and thick drops of rain doing their best to obscure the view. Just gonna put you back up a bit. Sorry if you see like a line in the shot. Just round the corner, Larry replies. Can we drive past the front? I want to see the turnout. Sure thing, boss. Noah grins at me, his eyes sparkling with a hint of mischief. It's a look I recognized from when we first met, and the end result was that he showed me all his favourite New York places. I don't know what he's up to, but I'm intrigued. The road outside the Brighton Centre is packed with people already queuing to enter, and Larry has to slow to a crawl to drive past. The crowd must be at least 10 people deep, some in colourful macks, others huddling together under umbrellas to avoid getting completely drenched. All of a sudden, I feel a wave of anxiety come over me at the intensity of what I am seeing. My boyfriend is Northlin. All these people are going to be watching him sing on stage, and if they don't already know who he is, they will after tonight. Some of them are even holding handmade banners that say, "Marry me, Noah, we love you, Noah, and let me be your summer girl." Then I relax. I don't mind that someone wants to be his summer girl. After all, I'm quite happy in the knowledge I'm his all seasons girl right now. Now, I think about how lovely it is that he has so many supporters when he is the opening act for such a huge band. Most of these girls will only know him because of YouTube, and each one will have played a part in making him as successful as he is. Of course, there are a lot of people who are only there to see the sketch. It helps that all 4 members look as though they have stepped out of a poster for Abercrombie and Fitch. I feel a huge sense of pride for Noah and this crazy journey he is about to embark on, and I do a little wiggle of happiness as the thought that I will be his side along the way. Noah clicks open his seatbelt and I stare at him in alarm. "What are you doing?" I ask. "I'm going to go out and say hello." "But it's pouring outside," I say, stating the obvious. "I don't care. I could probably do with a shower anyway." And guess what? He holds out his hand. "You're coming with me." "What?" I say, my eyes opening wide. "I want everyone to see us together, and I want you to experience this with me. Be back in a second, Larry." The car pulls to a stop, and Noah leaps out, dragging me behind him. I hesitate at the door, but then I see Noah's beaming smile, and it gives me strength. I grab my bag, pull my camera from it, and jump out of the car. My ears are pumped with shrill sound of fans screaming his name, and they wave frantically as he walks towards them. There's something really magical about watching Noah chatting away with his fans. His face lights up and he just doesn't care that he is getting wet and his hair is getting messier and curlier by the second. He's in his element. I hear someone shout, "Penny, look! There's Penny! It's Girl on 9!" I glance over at 2 girls who are waving at me, and I wave back with a smile. This feels very strange, and there is a massive part of me that wants to run back into the safety of the car. Instead, I take a calming breath and start to photograph Noah as he hugs and high-fives some of the people in the queue. My camera feels like a shield. "You can do this, Penny," I think to myself. I move backwards, and the 2 girls who waved at me are now right next to me. "Are you excited to see Noah play in front of so many people?" one of them asks. I nod vigorously. "I'm so excited. It's so crazy." "He absolutely loved your blog, by the way. You should start it up again soon." The other girl chips in. "Oh, I'm not sure. I do miss it, though." I smile at them warmly. "What's it like to be with Noah Flynn?" the first girl asks. "It's like a dream," I say honestly. Noah catches my eye and gestures back towards the car. "It was nice to meet you both," I say as Noah takes my hand and we hop back into the car. I wave to the girls one last time, then turn to Noah. He has this Cheshire cat grin on his face. I can only imagine what he must be feeling at this point. "Are you feeling okay?" Noah says, his face frowning in concern. "That was amazing," I say, and I wrap my arms around him. We laugh as my camera bumps into his chest and we're forced to separate. "Wait, I want to remember this moment," I say to Noah. I pull him close and turn the camera on my phone round to snap a selfie of the 2 of us together. Looking at the faces on the screen, all I see are 2 ridiculously happy, shining people, and my heart fills with so much warmth. I feel like I'm about to explode. The best thing is, this feeling is going to last all summer long. So that's chapter 3. Next is chapter 5. I mean, that was chapter 4, not chapter 3. And next is chapter 5. Where? Oh my god! There's only 5 pages in chapter 5. So I can read that in the whole video. So, please like. This is my new thing of reading time. Please like, subscribe, and comment down below.